Hi friends, my name is Rachna Jaggi and I have been providing Ifrs training and consulting services. I've been receiving many questions, particularly on Ifrs 16, so I just thought of answering one question here. So one question which I've been receiving mostly is that what are exceptions to Ifrs 16? As we all know, under Ifrs 16, so far as a lessee is concerned, operating lease is nowhere in the picture now. That means you have to account for all the leases as we have been doing under erstwhile IS 17 under finance leases. But then there are exceptions to it. What are those exceptions? So one of the exception is when the lease is of short term. That means if it is less than 12 months, it will be considered as a short term lease. For that, we need to understand what exactly do we mean by the lease term. The definition of lease term is that it's a non-cancellable period as per the contract plus any option to extend the period of lease if it's there and it's reasonably certain that this option will be exercised. That means lease term as per the contract plus any period under the option to extend the lease and it's reasonably certain in the beginning itself that the option will be exercised. So for example, if you enter into a lease, say for 6 months, so this is a lease period, non-cancellable lease period, plus an option is also given to you where it is mentioned that you can extend the lease for say 1 year and the lease rental which will be charged to you, which will be much lower than the market rent. Say for example, the lease rental charged to you will be 1,000 as compared to market rent of 10,000. So right from the beginning, it's reasonably certain that this option will be exercised. Now here, the total lease period, if we see here, though of course the lease period which is mentioned in the contract is 6 months, but then option is also there and the incentive to enter into the contract is also there. That means very beginning, the lessee is definitely going to exercise the option. So the lease period here we will count here is 1.5 years and not 6 months. So this will be a long-term lease. So only when our total lease period, so when I'm talking about the total lease period, that means lease term as mentioned, lease period as mentioned in the lease contract plus the lease period under the option, if both of them together is less than 12 months, only then it will be considered as a short-term lease. So in this circumstances, you will continue to charge your rental to your P&L account, right?